Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, no, you did not just hear what me and Mooch were just talking about, so sad for you. It's alright. Welcome, everybody, to the 90th episode of the Console Corner. Can you believe we have finally hit 90? This is the year-end episode where we will be kind of doing our gaming awards remedition, I guess you can call it. But other than that, let me first say that, the Console Corner is your #1 podcast of all things gaming. If this is your first time listening to the show, we dive into the gaming industry news, games, and everything in between. Mike, I hear an echo.
What? Oh, I'll be right back.
Of course, I'm on a roll, and then he has to mess it up with that echo, because, like, all I hear is, like, my self-talk, and then it sounds funny. But tonight's show, we have a lot of great topics as we're going to be going into what we think should be games of the year and all that fun stuff that you saw at the Gaming Awards just a few weeks ago. But before we do that, let's first introduce our special guest of tonight's show, who we haven't had here in a little while because, you know, he's been doing his own thing, rocking the social media as he does. And who am I talking about? Of course, everybody knows because, well, you saw his logo at the beginning. Mooch!
What is going on? No, it's great that you had me back on. I've kind of missed being on CC because, you know, Mondays and Tuesdays are a great day to kind of just chill out, relax, listen to all the other podcasts, and I get to catch up because I think you guys do a really good job of, like, focusing on games. And I think that you guys have actually taught me to, like, take a little bit off of those beautiful, beautiful gaming journalists we have out there and kind of focus a little bit more on what's going on in gaming. So this is a really special episode to be a part of with the year-ending awards and kind of just opinions and takes from the four of us. I can't thank you guys enough, and I miss GKB. Miss you, buddy. Wish you were here.
Absolutely. We all miss GKB. Sadly, he will not be joining us, as of course, with the season coming, people want their work done, and they want it done before they go on holidays. So he's stuck working on a computer. But before we move into everything else, let me still introduce you to the rest of tonight's panel, which, going down the line, we have Magic Mike.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope the echo's gone. Sorry about that, but I'm strong now.
You're good. You're good. And, of course, we have Lady Fox Fire.
Hey, ¿qué pasa? What's up, everybody? Yes, nice having Mooch on here. It's a little different. Can't wait. I'm gonna take a couple breaks, you know, while he's ranting and raving. I'm just gonna sit back and listen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys what I think of all the games and stuff that happened this year. So let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, as I'm sure you all know, I am tonight's host. I am SheWulf. So, as we always do on the Console Corner, we love to do the main topic of the night, which is what have you been playing this week? Now, of course, we do this every episode, so we're going to jump to Mooch and find out what Mooch has been playing in the last week or two or so far.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you went with me first. I have a feeling we may all say the same answer at some point. Been playing PUBG. And,
what's that?
Yeah, right. What is that? It's Players Underground. What is it again? No, it's the game that people can't stop talking about. Well, Fortnite, you know, and it's funny you say that because I wanted to get hooked on Fortnite, and for some reason, you guys know this. Like, I just wanted Microsoft to finally have a game that they could call their own, which is we don't even really know if this is really their own. We're not sure. It's a fuzzy gray area there, but like I'm loving PUBG's real, you know, down and dirty military style realistic kind of shooter. And I just, man, I can't say this enough. Every single time I go to turn on my Xbox, that's what I play. And every time I turn it on, I get hit by 4, 5, 6, 7 invites. Like, are we playing? Are we playing? Are we playing? Like, this game, not to just sound like the hype and everything you see on, you know, the internet and this and that, this has got some true potential behind it. I mean, the last time this occurred, for me, I can't speak for you guys, but for me, was Call of Duty in its prime, Modern Warfare 2. You know, like back in the day, like I would come home, turn on Xbox, and there it was, 15 messages, COD. We playing COD? What time are you getting on COD? I don't know about you, but I love COD. And it was like, oh my God, this is what this is reminiscent of. And I actually took a step away last night. I played a little bit, put the controller down. I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I need to play something else. So I finally started Assassin's Creed Origins. And I just felt like I was so behind the 8 ball. Everybody else has been playing it. and I haven't. So I said, let me just give it a shot. Let me tell you something. Assassin's Creed is what people have said it is. It's gorgeous. It's fun. And to be honest with you, it's that, I don't know, I guess it's the perfect answer to what PUBG isn't, right? So I can go in, take my time, kind of, you know, go do some side quests, get into the story, take a second and enjoy the environment, because the art design is gorgeous. Yeah. The 4K pops, the textures, lighting, etc., etc. So, I mean, to be honest with you, though, it's a real struggle. Like tonight, after we get done with this, there's a part of me that wants to go back and play Assassin's Creed. But to be honest with you, I've never in my gaming career or life, however you want to describe it, have I ever refused like invites to playing a multiplayer game over a single player game. That's why I gravitate towards Xbox. It's just a multiplayer box.
Which I'm sure you'll also agree with me when it comes to PUBG. The thing about this game is the fact that you can literally get home, jump into it, play a couple rounds, leave, not have to worry about trying to keep your character up. You don't have to worry about trying to maintain some level or trying to get all like these awesome like next best guns or skins or anything. This is just simply jump in, play some rounds, and then you can leave and start all over.
No, it's perfect because it's a level. Yeah, it's a level playing field for everybody. Like, no matter how long you've been playing, that comes down to your personal skill and experience with the game. But, you know, like Destiny 2 is a great example. You know, the DLC came out, and I still haven't gone back to play it. And I dropped Destiny 2 before I even hit light level 300 on the base game. So now I feel like, okay, well, if I do want to play the new DLC, like, I'm going to have to put some work in to get up there and then go above that with the new DLC level cap. But, yeah, with PUBG, you could take a couple weeks or a month off of it and hop right back in and, you know, still be at that same level playing field as every other person dropping out of that plane.
Which is actually even, like, makes more sense because you could be the absolute best at PUBG that you think you are possibly the best of, and you could go in there and still get sniped in the head by a noob. Just so you know.
Well, that's interesting because, you know, Mike was one of the ones that said, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was you. Wasn't it you that said you play with your wife PUBG and you guys do like, you guys kind of do the camping thing for a while till the circle shrinks a bit?
Do a lot of, like, you know, looking for loot and stuff like that, getting new weapons.
Well, there's strategy to that too. So that wasn't a diss by no means. I mean,
oh, no. But, like, yeah, in between, like, you know, if we hear other players out there, we try to, like, play it chill, like, you know, try to, you know, hang tight, don't be all, like, you know, run and gun, because, yeah, we're trying to play for the long game. We're not going in it for the KD ratio or anything like that. We're in it for that chicken dinner.
And that's it, you know? And, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have not gotten that chicken dinner yet. I have come in third place, which is so exciting and aggravating at the same time, right? But I mean, there's times I just want to jump out of the plane and I just go right in the middle of the map. That was going to be my
next question. How many chicken dinners have you got, Mooch?
No, I got none.
Me and GKB came in second.
See, but isn't that almost like, I'd almost rather come in 15th. You know, I mean, like I don't want to see the finish line. Because I'm sitting there, I'm crouched down, I'm kind of prone, and I know that the guy is somewhere behind a tree, you know, and I'm like, where is he? And they're like, look to your left, and I'm like, where? And they're like, left. I'm like, it's just Earth. There's Earth to the left. And they're like, he is there. So I shoot. No, I get like pegged off. So I mean, there's a part of me that makes me want to like go back, jump right back in. I think the biggest thing is, have you guys had this? There's going to be PUBG syndrome here, and that is like, I'll only play an hour. And I've done this for a number of nights now where I said I'm going to play an hour and then I'm playing until 2 a.m. That's just like not what I usually do. This game is that kind of addictive, has an addictive pull like that, where you always feel like, all right, next time we'll do it a little bit differently. So, yeah, and I mean, not forget, this game is not even finished. This game's not nearly done, and it's this much fun. So, I mean, you know, shout out to Crap in the chat, #fun. You know, I mean, #fun. You can't say that about everything, but...
Hashtag you're supposed to be in here.
Yeah, that's right. Hashtag
you can be in the chat.
You have the link.
He does.
Correct.
It's interesting hearing you guys talk about PUBG because it hasn't hit me the same way as it did you guys. I haven't played it since it came out, and I haven't gone back to it. Not to say that I don't like it or anything. I just haven't felt like playing it or anything like that.
I think it's more or less because of, you know, you also need the right people to play it with. I don't find it as fun playing by yourself.
there's a ton of people that I could game with on there, which is cool. As a lot of people in the community, they're like, "Hey, you want to team up? Hey, you know, we need one more," or anything like that, which is awesome. But I just haven't felt like playing that. I kind of am leaning more towards the Call of Duty and Gears kind of games that I do have to rank up and collect my stuff. So for me, that's more of a priority than pick up, like you guys said, later on, and I'll still be in same or so playing field with everyone else, you know?
Sure. But apparently we can have probably a whole entire podcast about PUBG. We do have to jump to, though. Mike, what have you been playing this week?
Well, I've been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Origins. That's the game that I can't stop playing. Some Star Wars Battlefront 2, and of course, PUBG. So much PUBG. I was actually really hesitant about PUBG before it came to Xbox. I don't have a gaming PC, so I never got to try it on PC or anything like that. And I wasn't sure that it was a game that I was gonna like. And you know, I fired it up after my first round. I was hooked. And like Mooch was saying earlier, I've been tweeting about this. I've gotten my wife to play the game as well. And she doesn't play games that have guns. She doesn't play online multiplayer games or anything like that. But she saw me play my first 2 rounds, and she said, "Oh, that looks cool. Can I play with you?" And I said, "Yeah. You know, now that we have 2 Xboxes, absolutely, you can play with me." And I mean, it's an experience that I haven't had with a game in so long. Like what Mooch was saying, kind of like back to the days of COD. For me, I wasn't a huge COD fan, but I mean, yeah, it takes me back to like the mid 2000s, some of my first like real online gaming experiences where I got like really hardcore into gaming, and it's just it's a great feeling to get that in the game nowadays, especially as, you know, someone who's been gaming as long as I have, to get that type of fresh feeling and that desire to jump into a game. I'm loving it.
And
you know, I'm sorry, SheWulf, but I have to get back and I have to bother Fox. Fox, why are you not playing this again? Could you reiterate that for the?
I don't know. I just haven't felt like playing it.
Here's the thing. So do you have the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I game share with Tim, and he has it.
So you have it. You've got to just literally. It's one of those games.
I played it like once, and it was like 4 or 5 matches.
And so you didn't feel like that itch where you're like, I can do better. I can do better. I got to get back in there. I got to do better. You didn't get that itch. You're so competitive with shooters. This has got your name written all over it.
I don't know. Maybe it's the holidays and everything.
I gotta pull her into this game.
I don't know.
That's what. It's me and her's got to do a duel.
I mean, I feel like I'm so busy. Like, I haven't. I don't know. It's the fact that I just want to play my story games.
That's what it is. This is what's going on. Who do we have to blame for doing this to Fox? She's been brainwashed because it was late to Destiny 2 as well, and that was her go-to game when Destiny 1 came out. Right? That's how. Wasn't it Destiny that's where you and Timidos first met up?
Yep.
See? I know the whole Fox history here.
Oh my God, he's like a true fan. No, I'm kidding. But no, I mean, I got into Destiny probably a week or 2 right after, but still, like, I enjoyed the game for the base game that it gave me, but I just haven't gone back and kept going with that either because they changed the multiplayer on me. So that's another game I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said for that. Even I've put my shields down on Destiny 2. Destiny 2, they just went and I blame Bungie for doing the same thing that Respawn did. They made the game too casual. And by doing that, it just got too blah. And by the way, let's all take a few seconds. Somebody play Taps. Battlefront 2 is deceased. Yes, nobody's playing it anymore. It's over. And I heard Mike was playing it. Mike probably was just there sending his last flowers there, like his you know, just he's missing it. There's something wrong with these casual games, they don't last. That's the problem. You lose the audience.
You know what? When I first started playing Battlefront 2, I didn't like the multiplayer that much. I was just playing it for the campaign, and that was it. Right. But the more I play of it, the more I'm starting to appreciate and learn the mechanics of the game. So as time goes on, I'm getting more into Battlefront 2 than I was the day it launched.
Well, I think the campaign on Battlefront 2 was very good. I thought it was, you know, it was.
I know what it is, Mike. The fact that the movie came up and it got that itch.
That movie was crap.
You didn't like it?
Oh, okay. So that's a touchy subject. That's a touchy subject.
Yeah, it's that. I thought it was all right, but I'm not going to pretend to be diehard. The diehard fans, I completely understand where you're coming from. I don't even. You know me. I like to have a discussion. I really do get where the hardcore fans are coming from. So I don't even argue with them because I think they have a valid point. I just, being the Star Wars fan that I am, but I'm a casual fan. I'm someone that's watched all of the episodes a handful of times, but never read the books. I never wore a Darth Vader helmet.
Same.
You know, I never did any of that stuff. So when I went to go watch this, yes, they took the movie and made a sharp right turn. And I can see where the diehards aren't fans of it. But myself personally, I'm just here for the ride. And I thought it was entertaining enough. I thought it was okay. Yes, they could have done something better.
Ruined it.
Oh, hey now.
There he is.
Ruined there subject, I'm telling
Good time
you.
to come in. We're still talking about what games we played.
Yeah, we are. What,
well, this show could go until like midnight. So
Crappy was like, "Wait, they're talking shit about Star Wars. I'm going in."
Yeah, I'm going in. Hold on, let me get my stuff. No, I was waiting to get my stuff settled so I could join in. But yeah.
What's up, Crappy?
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. I haven't been on Console Corner in a long time, so I figured, what the hell, you know, hop on in here.
We missed you.
Why not invite the top 2 guys for the year-end show?
Oh, well, don't say that. Very good, man. The brigade will be out there picketing. Mooch and Crap.
I'll just take away the comments.
You guys didn't know Mooch and Crap are actually responsible for the ending of The Last Jedi. I just found that out. Yeah.
That was my I was like, hey, let's have Luke just. Never mind.
Anyway,
you guys are the spoilers. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think you know
that was an accident.
Crap ruined Walking Dead for about half of America last week.
And it was a total accident because I don't watch the show.
Wait, that's another thing. I don't know what happened, and I didn't watch the show because of that. Just so you know.
Yeah. So, well, no, I'm not going to say it again.
I'm still safe.
Why? People should have already watched it. What did you apparently say?
Wait, what? They should have? Nah, I had other things to do. I haven't seen it yet.
I was like, you know what? Here's the thing. It was like a week later or something, or maybe longer. And I was just joking because I hadn't seen the show since season 5.
Hey, it was Sunday and Wednesday. It was right there.
Hold on. Can I hear what he said? I want to hear what he said.
I said something about Coral.
Carl?
And me and joking around. Yeah, and then people were like all pissy, not realizing that I don't actually watch the show.
Well, the funny thing is, everybody would have known, if anyone was actually a Walking Dead fan, you guys would know that the actor from The Walking Dead that plays Carl turned around and said he wants to take a break from The Walking Dead, so you should have expected something was going to happen.
Yeah, but you know what? That's like when you talk to the kid who lost the, you know, the softball game or the baseball game in Little League. You're like, I wanted to lose. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, he sat there, he saw the script, and he saw
the thing is, though, they can play it in 2 ways. One, because in the comic books, Carl never actually, like, he doesn't die. So they can play one of 2 things. He's either actually going to be immune, and he's going to, like, disappear for a while. Yeah, I know. We're turning into like the Walking Dead.
So much for not spoilers. You guys are already telling me what it is, and I didn't watch Xbox Nation for this reason, but it's fine.
I didn't spoil anything, by the way.
Honestly,
you have no idea what's going on right now, Foxy. Just like me. What's going on? Who knows? Something about Coral.
Hey.
That's all I know.
Anyways, guys, back to actual gaming here. Talking
about The Last Jedi. What
games we were actually playing?
Mike was saying that he was playing something. I don't know.
Star
PUBG.
Wars and PUBG and Fox. What have you been playing this week?
Well, not PUBG, obviously. Shoot. Well, yeah, I've been playing my usual stuff, which is Gears and Call of Duty. A lot of Call of Duty. But recently I picked up that game that we talked about on Gaming Den. So Night in the Woods. Awesome, and I love it. And then today, the best game ever. No, I'm kidding. One of my favorite games, Life is Strange Before the Storm. Episode 3 came out today, so I've been playing that all day.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Very nice. What have you been playing, Crap?
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, most people don't know outside of Mooch, really. Maybe a couple people, but my elbow's injured. I'm in a sling, so I can't play any games. So a lot of people are like, hey, how come you haven't written back or anything on Xbox Live? Man, I hold the controller with my right arm. I played a little bit of PUBG one-handed, just basically hide the whole map.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's cool. Nothing. It's like, not only that, but there's like infections and stuff too. I'm fighting with that. So yeah, I haven't really been gaming much. So yeah, you win, losers that say Crap Gamer doesn't game. For the past like week, 10 days, man, I haven't played much.
Wait, what? Not even VR?
Yeah.
What? Pacific.
Yeah, it sucks.
By the way, that is a fun game. I'm not gonna lie to you. #fun, folks.
Oh, that Star Trek. Oh, I wanted to play that so bad.
You can play that. You can play that with just your feet.
I know, dude, but you don't understand. On Sunday, I had like a real bad, like a migraine as well. So it was like playing VR with a migraine. I will say this much, and no, I really do want to get the mic back because this is about the awards. But the thing about VR is you really can only do it in 35-minute increments. Yeah,
it's like after 45 minutes, you're like literally chewing Tylenol like Pez candy.
Yeah,
you don't understand how much I just really wanted to play that game with you guys because I've only played it alone and I had a blast with it. But I was like, I could imagine playing it with like Mooch and Noof.
Did you watch? Do me a favor, crap guys. Watch Danny.
I watched
some of it,
dude. It's hysterical. We just started laughing at one point. Just dumb laughing.
It's great, man. It's good fun. That's what it's all about, man. And I've been seeing a lot of people.
We're not going back to PUBG, guys.
On that 199.
That's gonna take like another 20 minutes to talk about. We're not going back to PUBG.
Hey, you should be happy because Mooch, man, like I always love those topics where Mooch will talk on them for 20 minutes.
Crap's like,
yeah, but we actually have stuff we want to talk about, so I don't need Mooch to actually go in and talk for hours upon hours.
Hey, 199 though, SheWulf, how come you're not getting in on that?
Hey now.
On what?
On 199 VR.
Honestly, because it's Christmas, all of our money goes to kids. So.
She does want one though.
I do want
Maybe
a VR.
next year.
I've always wanted a VR though. I've said that from the beginning. So.
VR is the most accessible.
I even like tried to get one of the free ones, but I wasn't like PlayStation enough apparently. So.
Oh, me either.
But so
I'm the biggest VR dude there is too. Like I probably sold a bunch.
Yes,
that's why the Earth is dying right now because it's confused. Killer Crap Gamer.
The Earth is.
The Earth is dying, yo.
So I'm just gonna quickly I'm literally not gonna go into like this whole big thing. I played Rainbow Six because somebody got me Rainbow Six, so I got to play Rainbow Six finally. I was playing PUBG, Call of Duty, some remembered game, which was really awkward. I don't know, the devs wanted me to play it. It was weird. I don't know.
Remember something.
Yeah, it was called Remembered. I was like, what? Oh. I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. I streamed it for like an hour.
I
had
that game too, but I haven't really played it yet.
They make you play inverted. I was like, I'm done.
I'm
like, I'm done. I can't do it. And then it's jumping puzzles. It's jumping puzzles and inverted. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh, wow, your favorite.
I know.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then of course I've been playing Battlefront because again somebody got me it, so I was playing it.
That sounds like an awful week of gaming.
No, Battlefront is the shit, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Great.
Starfighter Assault is the only good part.
Watch out! There's a crop duster. Get down.
No, that's Battlefield. Hold on. That's different.
That's Battlefield. Say Battlefield or Battlefront?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Battlefront. But anyway,
before we jump I'm gonna cut everybody off right now. Before we jump into the actual gaming awards, I just want to say a big shout out to everyone who entered into our Xbox One S giveaway, who we partnered up with Chicken for. The winner was actually Tormez. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying it right. I know we've already talked to you, so congratulations. You have won an Xbox One S, and you should get it before Christmas. And huge shout out to Chicken Spaghetti, who we all know and who we all love, for obviously teaming up with us to give that away for the show and so on and so forth. So congratulations, Tormez. I hope you enjoy your Xbox One S, and yeah, have some fun. So, getting into the actual topics here, well, we might as well start off with what officially, if you guys could pick for a gaming award, best multiplayer, what would your multiplayer be? We'll start with Fox.
Oh, damn, because I talked first? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so best multiplayer this year? The one that stands out to me, and I thought about this for a while, because well, they brought it back home to the point where I'm enjoying it, and it's back to boots on the ground, and I'm actually having fun, and I'm actually playing that more than PUBG, even though PUBG just came out. So PUBG-Jesus. So yeah, I say Call of Duty all day, every day.
Awesome. Everybody in the chat also put what you guys would actually have named multiplayer of the year in the chat. We'd love to hear it as well. Mike, what about you? What was your multiplayer?
Well, it hasn't completely released yet. It's only been out for a week, but my best multiplayer game this year has got to be PUBG.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll allow it because technically it's before January 1st, so I'll allow it.
If we're restricted to the same rules of the Gaming Awards, and we can't...
No, that's just stupid. It should be from January 1st until January 1st.
That's what I think too.
That is a year.
PUBG, like I said it earlier, I haven't had as much fun playing a multiplayer game as I have on this in years.
All right, what about you, Mooch? I know you wrote your list up.
Yeah, you're not going to be happy, SheWulf. It's Pub Jesus. It is it is a religion. It's a cult. Damn it, it's a cult. No, it's addictive. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Fox made one hell of a statement about COD. COD really came back with like furious anger and did a hell of a job, and I think that's what we've always wanted. Unfortunately for COD, these 5 guys that develop in South Korea beat them. Yeah, so I don't know. For some reason, PUBG's just got me. So multiplayer has to go to PUBG this year for me. And in a week, it's changed my vote. Because here's the thing. You might go, Mooch, you're going to tell me all the other multiplayer that you played all year long is getting thrown to the wayside because of a week? Yes. Yes, this week has been that amazing. It's brought people together. I mean, you know, shout out to Predator. Predator's in live chat. He knows. Like, I'm bothering Predator at times. You know what I mean? I'm sending Predator mail. I'm like, Pred, where the hell are you? He's like, working. I'm like, quit. Don't you know I can't go prone unless you're around? No, so it's an amazing game. That's definitely my vote. And I know it's so generic right now because everyone's saying it, but it's true.
What about you, Crap? What is your best multiplayer of the year?
I would just say Call of Duty. I haven't really had enough time with PUBG to kind of make an assertion on that yet. I mean, I do think that's fun. But Call of Duty for me, I have a lot of fun when I play that. Yeah, just hands down, just going back to the boots on the ground. That game feels very World at War to me. So that was one of my favorites. Just absolutely a fun time. Have a blast with it. And yeah, good for them for going back to that. And their sales prove that that's what people wanted. Hey, look at that. Developers listen. Developers make money. It's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm sure everybody knows my vote. It actually goes to Call of Duty World War II because I hate boots on the ground games, but I love this game. And, of course, it's by Sledgehammer, so can't go wrong. So, which means, for the panel-wise, best multiplayer of the year for the console corner is Call of Duty World War II. Because it's 3-2.
You know, the surprising is that Destiny 2 wasn't there.
I just had to throw that one out because I thought it'd be funny.
Damn.
PUBG. You just got beat,
I just
Mooch.
crushed all of his dreams.
How's that feel, Mooch? Woo!
It's okay.
Hey.
It's still early access, so it can win next year as well.
That is true. We do get a second vote. Fact.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Apparently that patch fixed a lot of shit on it today too.
I'll see you guys next December.
We'll see.
That's right.
All right, guys. So going on and jumping into the next one, I thought this was a pretty cool one to throw out there. What would you say was your best art direction? We'll start with Mooch this time.
Okay, well, best art direction. Thank you. I'm glad you came to me first because everyone's gonna have the same answer, and I'm gonna say it first. The one, the only, Cuphead. Yeah, Cuphead is just that is a huge push for that company. I'm psyched that they did so well. It's nice. It's also nice for Microsoft to finally put some money into a company and see it like win awards and get recognized. So all in all, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm probably 3/4 through it. It's not a game that I'm like, oh, I got to get home and play some Cuphead. But like, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'll take on the next boss. You play it for like an hour or so, beat a boss, and you're like, okay, you put the controller down, and you're like, maybe I'll play it again in a couple of days. So Cuphead's been like kind of like that Jelly of the Month kind of game. It's like that gift that just keeps on giving. So yeah, I keep going back to it every so often. But yeah, Cuphead definitely for me wins that hands down.
What about you, Mike?
In agreement with Mooch, once again, Cuphead, best art direction, hands down. I mean, no other game came close to, you know, the style, the uniqueness. I've never seen a game done like a 1930s cartoon in the way where, like, you know, if I had older family members walking in the room, they thought I was watching an old Bugs Bunny cartoon or something like that. I mean, it just really is so unique in its art style.
Do I need to get you guys some strawberries and some whipped cream and send you off to a corner. Since it's really easy to just keep agreeing with everything.
Ew!
What the hell is that?
Man, you've been agreeing with everything you've said so far.
That's a party, man.
Hey,
well, you know what? Let's go.
Just ask Mark next time, and then we'll see who's. You know, I sent him my list before the show. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
We just copied off each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta do each other's homework. What about you, Fox?
Of course, I'm going to agree with the guys, but it was really, really close with that other game that I was telling you about, Night in the Woods. It looks amazing, but damn, the way that Cuphead is so unique and nothing else looks like it, and it's just an awesome game, right? So definitely got to give it to Cuphead. Like the fact that like other family members have asked me about this game, and they're like, what platform can I play it on? And I'm like, Xbox. And, you know, like, maybe, I mean, PC, but you don't have that, right? And they're like, nah. All right, so Xbox, definitely. So the fact that, like, my niece knows about it, cousins know about it, it's really awesome. Like, everybody has heard about this game and seen how beautiful and unique it is. And the only time I play that game is when I forget how hard it is, and I go back, and then I remember why I stopped playing it.
That works. That works. And what about you, Crap?
Cuphead.
That was short, sweet, and of course. I'm gonna say Destiny 2. No, obviously it's Cuphead because they just came out with an absolutely remarkable. Though I don't know, Assassin's Creed was kind of.
Assassin's Creed looks cool. It's the best looking game, but the art direction for Cuphead is just really something special.
It's like obviously it's old style. It's something different. Though if Ori and the Whispering Wisps would have came out this year, that would have been hands down my #1 favorite though.
Ori looks good too. I mean, I cried when the oh wait, no, that's not me. That's other people for some apparently. I don't know. They cried. There's Ori too.
See,
I think I cried, but for
that
different
too.
reasons.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually love the art direction they took on that game. That game was gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty game. Just I mean,
yeah.
That game was all beauty,
Cuphead, though.
No brains.
Yeah. So
pretty able to get you through high school.
All right, guys. So, what was your pick for best narrative?
Well, can I go first this time? So then you can tell I'm not copying Mooch.
Okay. Does that mean he's copying you if he says
he's cocky and Mooch?
Yep.
That's right.
Wow.
I didn't say that one.
Crap, this is a PG show?
I said, I don't know what you thought you heard, but...
All right, so for me, the best narrative that I played in 2017 is What Remains of Edith Finch.
Nice.
Yep. There was no other game that had as much impact from a story base that game had for me.
That works.
Yeah, that's the one that actually won in the awards as well, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I actually
I want to check it out.
I own that game. I haven't played it. Rand hooked me up with a code for it, and I was like, I really want to get into it, and I just never did yet. But people keep saying it's won multiple awards. People love it. Like people that don't even play those types of games enjoyed the game. So I think it's probably a solid pick.
Yeah, I don't normally play like a, it's definitely a walking simulator type game, and I'm not really one to play those types of games. And it's not a looker. You're not going to play this game and be amazed by the graphics. But I mean, just the emotional impact that it had on me when I was playing it. I haven't had a game do that in a long time.
Yeah. What about you, Fox?
Oh man, hands down, Life is Strange Before the Storm. Amazing story. I care about the character so much, and the fact that this character is someone that was in the original game, and then you go back and find out more about her, stuff that she went through when like her dad passed away, stuff that's happening with her friend now who she wants to help, who's going through her own family crisis. Amazing. I love it. Like I said, the last episode came out today, and I still got all the feels from that. So, yeah, definitely.
That's true. What about you, Mooch?
Well, I mean, I don't play a lot of those games, the Life is Strange and the Edith Finches and, whatever happened to Mooch and crap. I never played any of those games. So I'm going to go with a narrative that I really, really thought was good, but in an action sense. And I'm going to say The Evil Within 2. And anybody who's played it in its entirety will pretty much agree with me because it's got a hell of a story to it.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, it's from the makers of Resident Evil, the older ones, not necessarily the newer ones. So it's got a little bit of that kind of like, you sense there's that disconnect maybe between some of the Japanese developers and the American storytelling, but nonetheless, you piece it together, and it was done really, really well to put that much action into a game and then also be able to have a story go with it. I mean, do I think it should win Narrative of the Year? Again, I don't play a lot of the games that warrant that award. So in my world, this one had the best story out of the games I've played that I can remember this year.
Very true. What about you, Crap?
I would say Assassin's Creed Origins. I really liked the story on that. You know, I thought they did a really good job with the game, the setting, the graphics, the story, the narrative. I was really invested into that. The whole plot line of it. I just really dug it. You know, I think they did a really good job. That's probably the best Assassin's Creed story that I've seen ever. Maybe outside of Black Flag, I really like that one too. But yeah, they did a fantastic job with it. I loved it. You know, great stuff. If I, you know, there's a lot of narrative games that I play, but that probably would be the best one. You know, if it was last year, I probably would have said something like Mafia 3 or something. But yeah, Assassin's Creed, fantastic game. Wow, like if you haven't played it, play it. It's a feast for the eyes and the mind.
It just started last night, Crap.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Is your HDR enabled?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're in for a treat the further you get into that game.
Game is stunning, dude.
Yeah, I had to like, mine was a little glitchy at first. I had to like turn off the game, go into my settings.
What do you mean by glitchy?
Off. Like it was grayed out when you click on your settings.
Oh, okay.
Right. It wasn't enabled. Yeah. So if yours is working and
don't forget, there's been 2-3 like updates.
Yeah, there's been patches.
So,
and stuff, so
yeah,
that's true.
I literally
oh my gosh, that game
yesterday.
is so pretty though.
Amazing. Yeah, real quick, just a shout out to So Shady in the chat. He's like, he was giving me so much shit because Chapter 3 in The Evil Within 2 is a big. It's the open world part of the game. It's a lot of exploring and this and that. And he's like, he would write me on Xbox. He's like, dude. He's like, how's the game? And by the way, what the hell are you doing in Chapter 3 for 3 days? And I'm like, I literally, and to answer your question, So Shady, I did so much in Chapter 3 that it like made me so much stronger moving forward. You can blow through Chapter 3 and just do the bare essentials, and then you really are going to be like struggling through the rest of the game. I did everything that was feasibly possible in Chapter 3, so it kind of made it so I was able to be a lot stronger throughout the game. But I wanted to answer Shady because I never really got a chance to talk to him. And he said it right now again. He's like, I hope you enjoyed it, Mooch. You played Chapter 3 for 3 days. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Thanks for that
thank
memory.
you for the tip, because I'm going to be jumping into that over the holiday break here.
You're going to love it.
So am I. I haven't actually touched, as much as I wanted that game, I haven't touched it yet.
I just wanted to play through the Halloween. I played it all, the month of Halloween. It was great.
I had so many games that I had to, play. I didn't even have the option to play that one.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, it sucked, but it is what it is. So my best narrative, actually, I'd have to pick, like, Town of Light, to be honest. It's an indie game that came out in the middle of the year. It had a really, really, really... I want to say it's not super, like, touching, where, like, I'd ever want to be that person. It was kind of crazy because it's something that could actually happen in reality, or probably does happen in reality. I believe it was actually based on true events about a girl in an asylum and the things that happened to her in there. And
yeah, I was gonna say, I saw you stream. I watched you streaming that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was, and it's crazy because those things happened, and it's kind of like, what? So, I'd have to give that because I love things that are based on true events and stuff like that, and the story that comes from it, and it does make you kind of reevaluate some things when you play games like that. So that's where mine would go. So shout out to the indie developers for that one. So with that, we're gonna actually take it to best action game. Oh yes, people, I said it. Best action. So, Crap, what was your best action game?
Man, best action game. I would have to say possibly, man, that's going to be a tough one. Maybe I would say Call of Duty World at War. The campaign on that was very action-packed. I know it was kind of short, but really well put together. Very well acted. They had some good actors and stuff in there, good story. And I thought it was very poignant and true to life in terms of what was going on in World War II. And I just thought that was just the most action-packed game that I played this year. So I'm definitely going to go with Call of Duty World War II.
Nice.
That works. That works.
Good.
What about you, Mooch?
Best action game goes to
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein 2. It's hard to give anything. I mean, the action. I mean, I guess you could say Call of Duty is probably the only runner-up. Wolfenstein 2 is just it's. I have not finished it. It was one of those things where I was playing it and I kind of got pulled off into another direction on a different game, and I stopped. So I definitely see getting back to that probably after I finish Assassin's Creed. But like it's just in your face action from the minute the game starts. So it's a clear winner for me. I'm not saying it would be everyone's favorite, but my God, it fits the category perfect.
Nice. I actually, I'm actually going to agree with Mooch on this one. That would be my best action game. Would also be Wolfenstein 2, because that game was insane to play. There was so much going on, which it also had like a really good story going on as well. So I really enjoyed that game. I'm sure a lot of you guys watched me stream and stuff like that. So that'd be my pick too. Would be Wolfenstein 2. What about you, Mike?
My best action game is got to be Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Just being able to go out and take on like a horde of orcs, with just a sword and like some magical abilities. It's just so satisfying.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I have that's kind of the situation I'm in with like what SheWulf was saying with Evil Within 2. I have that game and I don't even know when I can predict I'll get to that. Like,
yeah, I have it too.
Well, you guys are talking about Wolfenstein 2, and I bought that, and I haven't gotten a chance to play it. So I've got.
I have Wolfenstein 2. I haven't played it either.
Yeah, they're on my list. It's like, man, I've got a backlog, and I haven't even ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, we've got from today till like what, March 20th, right, Crab?
Once that starts, I am Captain Crab.
Ahoy, matey!
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how fast that game falls.
That game's gonna do really well.
No, like the thing is though, like pretty much everybody has been able to try it, and it's kind of just dragging on now. It's my only issue with it. So like,
yeah, but you have to keep in mind that we're playing like 20% of the game. We're really just kind of testing the servers and stuff.
I know, but the thing is, it is still also coming out with other games around that same time. So it's kind of one of those things that like they've hyped it up for the past, what, 2-3 years now, and everyone's been waiting for it. It could be the possibility that people are just kind of like, yeah, we're kind of over it now.
I don't know, because the same thing could have happened to Cuphead, I thought, because that game got kind of lost in that whole kind of mired situation as well.
And people weren't able to play it, though.
Yeah, but people really jumped in on it. Also, you have to remember that, like, the 20, 50,000, whatever, that are playing the beta or the alpha, there's a lot more that actually tried to get into that. We're basically stress testing it. Like, we didn't even know anything about the game. Like, they just now released, like, some of the stuff that we do. So that's why I think, and even Mooch was like, I don't know if that game's going to hold up. And now he's all like, all aboard. Woo, woo.
I like to see, here's my whole thing. Same thing with PUBG, same thing I'm going to say with this. When Microsoft really, really throws the checkbook at something, it's worth a look because the game's going to have tremendous depth. Rare is also on the hook here, SheWulf. So, to put a positive spin on it, because don't get me wrong, I also see what you're saying. And I do think the time that they decided to launch is very risque because there is a ton of games. There he is. That's crap sound when you have to walk the plank. I'm excited
for it. Like, I still want to play. I stopped playing the beta just so that, like, I don't go too far into it before the full game releases. But my only thing is, how do we know for sure they're not going to delay it again?
I don't think you'll hear a delay on this. My biggest concern is what I think everyone's concerned when you have these big open world games is, are they going to have enough content? And I know it's easy to just say, oh, yeah, they're going to do it. But I mean, when I now see
it ain't no Witcher 3, that's for sure.
It's no Witcher 3, but it's also, I mean, Destiny 2 didn't produce. And that's a concern because, Crap's always saying, well, they have like 300 people and they're hiring more. But the thing is, Activision has 300 people, and they've hired 5 or 6 sub-companies, and they didn't do it. So, and they already had the recipe. So I don't understand.
That's because they were super greedy about how they did it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, just the way they did it, and then
they were underprepared.
Well, I mean, there could be that, but I mean, how could they be underprepared when the first one you had the first one, which was very successful,
right?
And you had people's complaints. You take that, you formulate it, and you fix everything in the second one.
Well,
how can you not fix everything in the second one?
And the thing about Sea of Thieves, though, is the fact that you have this game that obviously has a lot of potential, but at the same time, like Mooch said, if they don't bring the content and they simply just stick with, like, just sailing around, the issue is that's going to eventually just get repetitive and just become, oh, okay, well, there's better people in here that are just constantly, like, doing stupid things, and nobody's, like, you lose interest because you're not having as much fun as you thought you would.
Well, they did announce, like, the different factions and stuff, you know what I mean?
The thing is, crap,
the boss fights and all that kind of stuff.
Games are evolving, but, you know, gamers are evolving. And the fact that you're just going to give us a big open world to explore, that was fascinating in 2012 when we were like all like trapped in these 360s and PS3s, and we're like, how come I can't move 3 feet to the left or the game starts shaking? And like now we can actually open up, right? We have this beautiful world. But the thing is if it's a big, beautiful, empty world, you lose people. And that's the same thing. Like that's what happened with Destiny 2, is it feels empty in the fact that like you get done with the story missions and then everyone's like, and like we can finish the dailies in like a day, hence the dailies. So it's like it is what it is, and that's the fear. Now, don't get me wrong, we're all playing the glass is half empty here. Rare has the opportunity to come out on March 20th and prove every single person wrong and say, listen, we filled this son of a bitch and land up. This thing is beautiful. We've got tons of things to do, and here's some things you didn't know. The art direction's gorgeous. The water is beautiful.
Yeah,
but its custom is. Right, but is customization and traveling enough? That's yet to be seen, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends.
So here's the question.
You need objective.
I do have a quick question. Who pre-ordered that amazing controller, though?
I did.
I did not. I am trying to win it from everybody on Twitter, or
I pre-ordered it on Amazon,
it.
so that way if I win it, I can just like cancel it. But if not, then I have my pre-order.
I think that controller is going to be one that sells out and is going to be a really collector's item.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
super rare.
My problem is, I mean, if you're collecting, I know Fox is a collector, I know Crap's a collector, possibly SheWulf. I don't know if Mike is, but I'm not. And I have a really hard time paying $75 for a regular controller. I understand it looks nice, but like if you're like, well, I'm going to use it. If you're going to use it, it's not going to look nice after you got Cheeto crumbs on it.
Well, don't ever do that, people. Don't eat in game.
Don't.
And if you're going to use it for like a week or two, and then put it away.
Right. So it's $75 to stare at it, or I mean, you're really, to be honest,
I'm going to use it specifically to play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
nice.
That works too. I switch controllers. Like I literally use 3 different controllers when I game. So I use my Scuff controller, I use my Elite controller, and I use a regular controller.
That's pretty good. That's kind of like changing sneakers every day before you leave your house. That way you don't wear out the soles. You know, it's not a bad idea.
Well, it's because different games call for different, you know, game mechanics. So each of those controllers all do something different for me.
Yeah, like I like my my Elite controller for shooters and online stuff. But for Sea of Thieves, I wouldn't have a problem. And sports games, I don't mind the lighter controller.
Right. Know. So exactly. I use my whichever is the new flavor of the month. In this case, it's the Scorpio controller. So the Scorpio controller I'm using for, like you just said, if you're playing Madden or you're just jamming out on whatever, it doesn't matter, shooters. And then every once and again, right. Well, yeah, you know, I just kind of get lazy too. If like the Elite controller's right in front of me on the coffee table, that's what I'm using. So. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not going to get up and be like, hold on, where did I put my Evil Within 2 controller?
True.
Oh, there it is on the top shelf next to my Destiny controller.
Hey, Mooch, I was going to ask you real quick, what did you think of that Hello Neighbor game?
Well, I actually like it, and damn you for stealing one of my answers, crap.
Oh, sorry. No, I mean, I was just curious. I seen you playing that shit, and I was like, you know what? I heard good things about that game.
I like it.
I was just kind of curious about
I'm going to get into it. I'll get into it.
Yeah, gotcha. All
damn
right.
you, crap.
Yes.
Anyways, so back to the actual concept here. I don't even remember which one I was on.
We were on the Sea of Thieves thing, and then we had
jumped
over to something.
I think we just finished. What was it? Best narrative?
Action. No, we were on best action.
Best action.
Oh yeah, I didn't answer. I was the last one.
Let's see. What was your best action?
Okay, so it was really tough because Wolfenstein, it was amazing. But since I haven't played that second one yet, I was like, damn. Well, I want to pick one that I actually played, so I actually went with a different thing that Mooch might hate, but whatever. Which is Battlefront 2.
Wow.
I took that one for best action because of
that was a really good campaign, though.
Yeah, because of all the stuff that's going on, and the fact that you have the vehicles in the air doing all the crazy stuff, the fact that you got all the stuff happening on land, so it does kind of feel like Battlefield, another game that Mooch hates. So in that aspect, I chose that for best action, and I love the Starfighter Assault. So that for me is amazing, and there's always craziness happening up there.
Craziness.
That is true. That is true. All right, so going on then to best role-playing game of the year. Let's start with Mike.
Well, not too many people enjoyed this game from what the internet tells me. Not too many people like the animations that were in this game, but Mass Effect Andromeda is my best role-playing game of the year. I love the Mass Effect series.
Zoinks.
And Andromeda, for as much hate as it got, I really enjoyed it. I still play it to this day. You know, it's a game that I enjoy, and the rest of the internet can suck it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. What about you, Crap?
South Park Stick of Truth. Or no, Fractured But Whole.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
Yeah, Fractured But Whole. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, definitely.
That's mine too.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I had such a damn good time with that game. Even better than the first. I like the revamped system that they did for fighting and stuff. A lot of fun. You know, just like watching an episode of South Park or a longer episode of South Park, funny as hell. I like the little, as a fan of the show, I like a lot of the little Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I thought that was funny. Yeah. I had a really good time with it. I burned through that game super fast, so that's how you can tell it's a good game. I'd like Mass Effect as well, but that was a game that I put down for a little while and then went back to. With South Park, I just played that shit all the way through. And so to me, the better, more complete game. So for sure.
Mine's definitely South Park because I could not stop playing that game. I had oh my god, it was so hilarious. I still haven't beat it though. I had to
how could you not have beat that game? It's so fun. Oh my god.
Because when I'm given a game, I have to play it.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's been kind of one after another, so I haven't really had much of a choice. So
maybe you could finish it over the Christmas.
Oh, I'm going to, because I won't be streaming.
Yeah.
I'm taking a break to do the Christmas holiday stuff. I am finishing up my South Park because I have been dying to finish that game. So that is definitely my best role-playing game of the year.
Nice. Maybe you could start the other games too, like Evil Within one. I'm surprised you didn't play that, to be honest. Just saying.
I know, but it's because well, I'm not gonna go into my whole details of where that went, but because I had to do the Friday the 13th stuff.
That was a game. How about that?
Yeah. That hashtag fun dropped like a lead balloon.
You played that for quite a while, man.
I played it because we were in. That was when streaming first started. Everyone's like, "Well, look at Mooch. Now he's just playing it all the time." No, I wasn't playing it all the time. We were streaming it, and nobody wants to see me streaming fucking Gears of War 4. So
what?
Right time of year.
They don't. I love Gears 4, by the way, but I mean, nobody wants to watch. Us. That game is a better game to watch people stream than it is to play it and have fun with it. It's not fun being a counselor.
Yeah, it is. I had a okay. Anyways. Okay.
I bet you that we don't see Friday the 13th on anybody's best of anything award.
Probably not.
Hashtag fact.
Best indie game, Friday the 13th. No.
Friday
I just heard every indie developer start crying.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, Mike, what about you? What was your best role-playing game? Oh, no, I already asked you.
Oh, wait,
Fox.
you said Mass Effect.
Yes, that's what I said, Fox.
Well, I don't like RPG games at all. So, this is a weird one for me. And even though I tried Mass Effect, it wasn't that RPG game to finally get me into the genre.
That's
so
not a great with Mike.
And I'm gonna go with South Park just because how awesome it is, how funny it is. Great game to watch. So I saw she was streaming it. My little brother loves it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. Even if I don't actually play it, I enjoy watching it all day.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. What about you, Mooch?
Well, all right. So this, of course, I have a long-winded answer. I didn't get a chance to play it, and actually, even though crap, you might want to put earmuffs on. This may bother you.
If he says Neo, somebody kick him out.
I'm not gonna say Neo. I'm not gonna say Neo, but it is gonna be in the Nintendo world. I actually really wanted to play that Xeno Chronicles 2
or Chronic,
whatever it's called.
Hold on, what the hell was it?
It's Xeno Chronicle.
Xenoblade.
No, it's Xeno
Chronicles 2 or something like that.
Yeah, it just came out like a month ago or so, like 3 weeks ago. I wanted to try that out.
Xenoblade.
No. And wrong. And so it's called Xeno Chronicles. What do you want from me?
It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Okay, I left Blade out.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. You're like, no, it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
All right. There
Where's
you go.
Bell? We need a bell.
But anyways,
I'm looking it up.
Crap versus
I
Mooch.
can't give that the winner.
Ding.
I would say basically Crap versus Mooch. That's just every freaking podcast we do.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, I'm gonna give it to Zelda. I guess I don't even know if I can, but I'm gonna give it to Zelda because I don't know. To me personally, like they kind of all mesh together when you're in that. People could say Assassin's Creed. Some people could say Zelda. Zelda. There's always a place. I told you I grew up a Nintendo guy. So, like, I played a ton of all it was Nintendo. I had a Genesis.
Did you play Zelda though? Like, this is supposed to be kind of more basic games that you've played.
I know. I have I played Zelda? Yes. Have I beaten Zelda?
Yeah.
No.
No, you don't have to beat them. Just
no, I played Zelda for about 10 hours. I didn't get that far into it because then once it got going, I just felt like it was a lot to take on, and I just didn't feel like doing it more. But at the same time, I mean, Assassin's Creed would probably win it for me if I was finished with it. I can't really say Assassin's Creed is my favorite in that category, and I only played 3 hours of it. So, you know, Zelda. Like I think that it merited Game of the Year from the Game Awards. So I definitely think it can hold it for RPG.
That works. It was a good. I didn't play it. I watched GKB play it because well, I don't know. I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but it was cool to watch.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I can see that.
It's definitely cool.
He breaks his stick sword a lot and runs out of.
He runs out of air very quickly. Yeah,
I did. I did like the jumping, like the puzzles that were in it though. They were interesting.
The puzzles were good. I liked all the shrines and that stuff. I didn't like how they made you walk 6,000 miles to get to another shrine. I was like, can we speed this up? And then I really wanted that, you know, the what was that thing called there? The floater there, whatever you had there. Like, I liked that, and I thought that would be the remedy. And then you get that, and you're like, holy shit, there's still 3,000 more miles I have to walk, and you can't use it because there's not a mountain for miles. I'm like, I can't get to a high elevation to use this thing. So it did get a little tedious like that. I think they could have made the world a little bit smaller, a little more accessible to the gamer.
Everything's got to be open world these days.
Got to be open. Make it as open as possible. And then just put 1 million fast travel locations. What?
All right. So what else we got here? We have best fighting game.
One of my favorite subjects.
Oh, really?
All right,
I've heard otherwise.
Start with you then.
Okay. Well, I used only my feet to play this game. So
oh my god.
Yes. I'm gonna say Injustice 2 because I think they're all the same.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Listen, there's nobody in the world, not on this panel or anything. I played so much Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2 as a kid that you have no idea. Like, my fingers bled playing those games. At the same time, right now at the age I am, I cannot come home and be like, I can't wait to come home. That's when I hit Luca with a Hadouken. But I just can't come home and do that. Because it's not exciting. I don't get it. I thought what Danny Boy set up, Supersonic, what he set up in that arcade mode where it was like the tower and we all played each other in the versus match, made it kind of like a March Madness thing. That was cool. But that's unusual. That's an unusual thing. People aren't setting up tournaments like that all the time. So if it's not a tournament, I don't see what this unbelievable lore is. And I'll tell you what I think it is you're all really fixated with the costumes. You know, it's like, oh, look at me. I'm Superman, but not really.
I can counter that, but okay.
Yes, all right, okay. Fox, let's jump to you then.
Okay, so it's funny because I'm going to agree with Mooch and say Injustice 2.
Yay.
But It's not because of the DC crap. I actually like the fighting in the game, and like it's kind of weird though, because I actually enjoy the story as well, but I don't really care for DC at all, or the little collectibles that you get for your outfits to like change. So overall, I thought it was a great fighting game. Way better than Mortal Kombat because I played them back to back. Way more fun playing Injustice 2. So and it looks amazing as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I wish I could go with Tekken, but I didn't even because I heard mixed reviews. And then I tried the demo for like Marvel vs. Capcom, and that wasn't that great, so I was disappointed. So yeah, Injustice 2, and I'm not even a DC fangirl.
That works. What about you, Crap?
Well, Injustice 2 I think might be the only one I played, so wins by default.
Okay, that works. What about you, Mike?
What? Wait, you didn't play ARMS? What? What do you mean?
I didn't play ARMS, man, but that game does look good. I gotta say that.
You know, I did play ARMS, and it is a lot of fun to play, but it is not my best fighting game of the year. That award goes to Injustice 2, just like the rest of the panel here tonight, because it is one of the most impressive looking fighting games I've ever played. It's an extremely well-balanced fighting game. It's got a lot of depth to it. You know, Mooch was saying you can be Superman without being Superman. All those extra costumes and gear pieces, they keep you hooked on the game and playing that multiverse and seeing who can get the best gear pieces. I mean, it just overall, it's a great fighting game.
That's true. It works, and it's definitely it has the Flash in it. Can't go wrong with the Flash.
Do you think next year instead of best fighting game, you can just we can call this category best button mashing game?
Sure.
Not at all.
Okay.
That works.
No.
It wouldn't work? Oh, okay.
No, you cannot call it that.
It could work.
If you button mash against me, I'm gonna destroy you in a match. I'm sorry.
Oh, you definitely would. No challenge accepted at all. None at all. Because all I would do is I would lose the match and break a controller because I would just be stepping on it. You ever hear people like it's a little.
Oh.
Am I podcast? Right? Wait, am I podcasting or am I playing Injustice 2?
Wow.
Can anybody tell? No, you can't.
It's hard to tell.
It's a button mashing mess. I don't understand. People are like, hey, oh my god, oh my god, oh!
I will say this to Mooch's point. When we did Danny Boy's thing, right? Me and Mooch both pretty admittedly bad at Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
We play it. I ruined my hand the first match. I beat Mooch the first match, lost everyone after it. My hand was dead. I couldn't push the buttons anymore. So
that was way tougher. Just saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Timidos goes, Tekken is the best button masher. I tip my hat off to you, Timidos. I'll give you the win there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I gotta get that game.
Save your money. Go ahead.
I like Fighters, Mooch.
What?
God.
Do the same thing. It's a different hat.
I like Battlefield as well. You want to fight? I'll fight you.
Battlefield? Watch out. Here comes a horse.
Yes, that's me coming after you.
What
but
is
anyway,
that?
go on.
Yeah.
Is that fog? No. It's just a smoke duster. It's fine. It's a crop duster. A lot of grasshoppers around here. Oh, okay.
I do remember the one time I was playing and I did get run over by a fucking plane.
Yeah.
I was like, Mooch should be going off about how that's how battle. And that was the only time that's really ever happened to me, too. So.
God.
Yeah. You know.
All right, the next category in our list is best performance. I think if Mooch was in a video game, he would probably win, but he's not. So, what would your best performance be, guys? Let's go down. We'll go this way. We'll go crap. What was your best performance in a game?
Oh, best performance. Wow, that's a real tough one as well. Man, let me think. Best performance. There's so many good performances. You know what? I really liked the lady's performance in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Janina something or other. I forget her name. I liked her performance in that game. I have to say that was probably one of my favorites.
She's an actress, so it doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah. She did a good job, and she's a Star Wars fan, so.
And it doesn't hurt that she looks good. So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, you said, I guess that's true too.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Fox.
I mean, big booties are big booties. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Heyo. Me? Well, this is a tough one because, well, remember the chick that went up on stage in the Game Awards and she was saying how she's not an actress and all that.
Yeah,
so I thought that was really cool. yeah, I thought that was really cool, but I can't give it to her because, well, I haven't played the game, and I mean, I really want to, but I haven't played the game, so I don't know how she did. So I'm gonna go with the new Chloe Price. Is anybody surprised? No? From Life is Strange. So Rihanna, from Life is Strange, she did the new Chloe voice character, and it didn't bother me at all that it was a different voice actress. So I thought that was really good, and she did a great job.
Awesome.
Nice.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with Crap here on this one. The woman that played Iden Versio in Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, she was my best performance of the year. She delivered her role convincingly. You know, she had the emotional feels when she needed to, and like we were saying, I mean, she's actually an actress, so you know, she's got the chops for it.
Yeah, she does.
Doesn't that technically kind of give her the win then, because she already like?
Wait, she still had to pull off a convincing character.
I guess.
You know, they hire, you know, professional voice actors and stuff for games all the time. So just because she is an actor or an actress doesn't mean that she's disqualified. But like what
I didn't say she was. I just said that kind of like, obviously she does it for a living. So.
Right. But you know, I do agree with Fox. From everything that I've heard about Hellblade and the voice actor's performance in that game, it seems like she did an amazing job. But I haven't played it, so I can't give her the win. So that's why the woman that played Iden Versio gets the best performance from me.
That's fine. What about you, Mooch?
Well, I'd like to take this moment to talk about the people that will not win this award. That would be not Nolan North and not Troy Baker.
Yay!
You small hat wearing douchebag. Anyway, I would like to give the award to Senua from Hellblade. That's Melina Juergens.
Yes.
And she was outstanding. And I'm telling you right now, that game with headphones on
is fantastic.
Is unbelievable. You know what? It starts off spooky. I'll say that much. The first, like, I don't know, 30 minutes, you're like, this is going to be a creepy, eerie game, and I'm going to freak out left and right, and I know what's going to pop up. It doesn't. It gets more into her psycho, psycho, like somatic, like her brain, the way she's got multiple personalities. She's talking to herself, and it's just amazing how, like, while you're walking through each level of the map, that, like, you know, she's like talking herself out of it, and then she's giving herself a pep rally, and then she's like scaring the shit out of herself, and then like I say, this is someone that, even though she's not an actress, because she had so much to do with the game, that sometimes is like, you know, when you walk into somebody who owns a mom and pop shop, they work so much harder to put a great product out than something that's corporate. You know, you walk into Best Buy or something like that, the guy at the register's picking his nose. I don't really know, bro. It's in aisle 16, 17, 18, or 19. I can't remember. And you're like, oh, thanks for your help, but he really narrowed it down. But like all of a sudden you go to someone else's that's a mom and pop shop, you know, they're like, oh, let me walk you right over there. Is this what you needed? No, I was looking like a little something like this. Oh, that's right over here. Follow me. Because they have an interest. They care about their product. They want the customer to be happy. She worked so much on this. She was so hands on the project that's why she put that little extra TLC in there. So she won. And just good to see that different names are being brought up for voice actors, not the same two asshats.
So shady. I know the voice actors do it for a living too. That's
right.
That wasn't really the point I was getting at. It didn't really come across the way that I was thinking about it, but it was more or less just picking on Crap and Mike because they picked her. It was, it's fine.
She did
Don't
a good
worry about
job.
it.
Come on.
You know, I do agree with the Hellblade. I did start playing a bit of that, and you know, I got a feel for that. She did an amazing job. I would definitely give it to her, but I also have to give it to Katie O'Hagan, I think is her name, Mia from Resident Evil 7.
Nice, good call.
She did an amazing job playing that character. She went from like completely sane to completely insane within like a flip. Like, she did great voice acting on that character, and
that's a great call.
Yeah,
I definitely pick her. So
yeah,
Resident Evil
honorable
7.
mention to the Papa Baker from Resident Evil 7 too. He was pretty creepy.
Yeah, he was. He really was. I think it was what, Lucas. Was his name Lucas?
I don't know.
I've been wanting to replay it, but I'm waiting for the 1X patch to come out for it.
I want to say his name was
that
Lucas.
might be a while.
I hope not.
Playing in VR.
Yeah. Played in VR.
All right, so we are going to actually jump to our picks for Game of the Year, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering, what is our pick of Game of the Year? So we're going to go down the line, let everybody say what their picks are, and then we're going to get into our most excited game for 2018. And then we'll get into something a little bit else if we have a little bit more time, and so on. So, jumping into Game of the Year, we'll go down the line from, I guess, we'll start with Mooch. What was your Game of the Year?
Well, my Game of the Year, and you kind of gave a great segue from your last nomination there, was Resident Evil 7. And like we were saying kind of before we went live, the thing about it is, first of all, they did a great job. The game is fantastic. But every so often, and it doesn't happen, especially when you're all like in tune with gaming like all of us are, right? We read all the articles. We know what's coming down the pipeline. We've kind of seen things. Some of us have talked to the developers. Some people have talked to people who know the developers. And in the surprise and the shock value at the age we're at, and plus the knowledge we gained prior to the game coming out, sometimes really leads us to kind of feel like it's a little flat when the game actually releases. Well, this year, Resident Evil 7 comes out, and I got it who cares, right? I had it, I was just like, I'm going to just grab this game. I grabbed it. I instantly put it on, and I was instantly hooked. And you can say it was the voice acting. You could say it was the design of the levels. It was the tasks. I think it was more the tasks at hand. It was a very well-balanced amount of shooting, puzzles, scary, freaky, disgusting. Some of it was just flat out disgusting, right? Mm-hmm. And there was enough of that and I'm going to repeat myself here, but a little bit more. There was enough shooting in it that reminded me of Resident Evil. Now, the other part that I have to kind of bring up here is, without spoiling it for anybody, is I remember getting halfway through the game and I was saying to people all the time, I was like, this just doesn't, I'm enjoying it, but it doesn't feel like it should be called Resident Evil. This looks like they went in a different area. The minute you break through the first half, the Resident Evil story comes to life. That inventory control, where inventory is very sparse, like you just can't shoot bullets at random. You're only given so many. That's the Resident Evil we all grew up playing, which I loved so much as a kid. So, to be honest with you, I really, really thought that Resident Evil 7 was one of those shock factors. So, it won Game of the Year for me, because I just didn't see it coming. So it kind of sideswiped me in a great way. So just all around, amazing game.
Nice. What about you, Mike? What was your Game of the Year?
Well, my personal Game of the Year, I've talked about it every week ever since it's dropped. It's got to be Assassin's Creed Origins, with a very, very special honorable mention to Resident Evil 7. Both of these games took what was a series on the decline and they revamped it, and they took it back to its roots, and they made it true to what it should be. Assassin's Creed Origins has been my highlight of the year, and like everything that Mooch said about Resident Evil 7, I completely agree with. It was really hard to choose between the two of them, but Assassin's Creed Origins is the one game that I can't stop playing right now.
Nice. What about you, Fox?
I think my choice is no surprise to everybody, since I already mentioned a couple of things from this game tonight. Close second would be Gears 4, because I played it more this year than I did last year, because it came out at the end. So in my heart,
count, though.
You know, in my heart, I want to say Gears, but this game I'm gonna say is amazing, and that is Life is Strange Before the Storm. Have that bug today that I just want to say everything is Life is Strange. But it is an amazing game with amazing story, characters. The music is fantastic. Thing about it, and I don't even know what to say besides that. So yeah, I love it. That's my Game of the Year, and I'm happy that they went back and focused on particular characters and everything, and the fandom, community, and everything made this game possible. So yeah, I really like the story, and that's why that's my Game of the Year.
Nice. And what about you, Crap?
Assassin's Creed Origins, definitely the hands down the best game of the year. Action packed, fun, really kind of redeemed themselves in my eyes anyway, for the Assassin's Creed franchise. Hands down the best game of the year. Best graphics, a great story. They fixed up the gameplay. It's phenomenal. Just an epic quest. Everything was good about it, and even the side quests were pretty cool. I mean, there's some random stupid ones, but there's so much to do in that game. The racing, you know, there's the hunting. They took away that stupid eagle vision, and instead you actually get to be a eagle, which is cool. So no, it is cool.
The eagle kind of it's a little annoying though. Crap, like maneuvering him, don't you think?
You'll like it. You'll like it later on. Trust me.
Right.
You'll like it much more. Yeah, you'll like it a lot more. It's awesome. It is. It's really. Plus, it helps you hunt and stuff if you get that perk.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I like it so much. It's awesome.
Nice. Mine actually. I've said it on Twitter a couple times. Mine obviously goes to Resident Evil 7 because.
Dilly.
What?
My fault. Sorry about that. Beer commercial. You guys don't drink that much. So, go ahead.
It's okay. So the thing about Resident Evil 7 is like you have two different diverses. Like one, they came out with the VR experience, actually allowing you to immerse more into the game than what you already are. Then you also have the base game, which, you know, like Mooch described, has so many different aspects of the features that they put into it to give you a little bit of something. It's like what old horror movies felt like when they first came out before they started becoming like really CGI. And that's what I really loved about it, and it was one of my most favorite things about this game. Like, I love horror games, but there was so much in this game that allowed you to... Like, you had to be tactical, you had to be, you know, puzzle-wise, you had to, like, be shooting-wise. There was so much that you had to do that just made this game absolutely amazing. And I'm really, really, really shocked and actually disappointed that the actual Gaming Awards didn't even have it as a contender for anything.
Yeah, I was very disappointed about that. Didn't it win Best VR or something like that? That was the only category it was even nominated for.
And it didn't even actually, like, get... like what he just quickly ran through, like sports and racing VR, like he kind of did them quickly, like they didn't matter. And I hate when he does that. It drives me up the wall. Like, you can sit there and talk about all these other freaking developers and all this other crap, but you can't actually like give games the acknowledgement that they deserve. Like Forza 7, I didn't add the racing one in here, guys, only because obviously all of us are gonna say Forza 7, and the thing about this game, GT.
Oh, get out of here!
The thing about Forza, guys, is this game is absolutely outstanding. It takes graphics to a whole new level, and it deserved more recognition than what it got at the Gaming Awards, and I was kind of aggravated with that.
I think a lot of Xbox fans were aggravated about that.
Here's an award, now on to something else. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously. It was in the pre-show. I turned the pre-show off, so I missed it.
Yeah, it was kind of stupid. I was like, wow. I'm like, you literally just walked over it like it didn't matter. When it was a high AAA, like, game, and you're just kind of like, nah, whatever. Yep. But we're going to go talk to Hojima for, like, the next half hour. Because
that's what that guy's thinking, man. He's like, wing, yeah, woo.
Oh my god, it was, I don't know.
I'm Jeff Keighley. I like Kojima. How you doing? Sorry.
We're gonna quickly jump to Mike. You said you had a few.
Tell him on pain pills.
Yeah, there have been a couple of releases.
All right, well then we are
happy.
Bang boom kapow! It's what's out now. Are those really the lyrics?
Don't question my genius.
Yeah, she
Anyways,
should be like the
take it away, Mike.
Guy.
Hey everybody, so we're going to be talking about all the games that have released in the past 7 days, so take a journey with me back into the past to Wednesday the 13th of December, and for the PS4 and the Xbox One, we got the last episode for Final Fantasy 15, episode Ignis has dropped, so if you're into Final Fantasy 15, you've got more DLC to enjoy your Final Fantasy ways. The next day, Thursday the 14th of December, on the PC, we got the game released for Fade to Silence. This is in Steam Early Access. This is the survival horror game that was just announced at the Game Awards that we were just talking about. So if that piqued your interest when you saw it, go ahead and pick up that Early Access edition on Steam. That same day for PC, iOS, and the Nintendo Switch, we got a game called, pardon me if I don't pronounce this right, Guraragawa? I think that's about how you say it. It's a puzzle game.
You might be off by a syllable or two.
Yeah, Garagua. I'll put it in the chat. So everybody that's interested in a new puzzle game for their Switch, iOS device, or PC, you can go ahead and check that out. Then on Friday, the 15th of December, for the PC, the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PS Vita. They're still making games for that. Oh, they are. We got Romancing Saga 2. This is a remake port of a 1993 classic JRPG SNES game. So if you're missing some JRPG SNES goodness in your life, you can go ahead and pick that up now on your current platforms. And that same day, Friday the 15th, just what we've all been asking for in our VR lives. For the HTC Vive, we got L.A. Noire, the VR case files. So now, not only can you be confused about the way somebody's eyes are looking on screen, you can be confused about the way their eyes are going in virtual reality. And that, all of my friends, is what's out now.
Nice. So everybody, like most of the people that are watching are usually Xbox gamers, so I thought it would be kind of cool to talk about what are you most excited to come out for 2018? Which I guess, okay, so I guess overall this isn't just strictly for obviously Xbox, because there is some cool PlayStation games and PC games if you guys play that as well. But you know, the panel we have here, what are you guys most excited for next year to actually come out? Crap, I'm pretty sure I know yours, so I'll start with you.
Sea of Thieves! Woo!
Oh, surprise! I am shocked. I am shocked.
Yes, Sea of Thieves is the game that I am most excited for. I've been excited for this game for a long time, but seeing how they, that latest trailer where they showed the progression and the bosses and all that kind of stuff just got me amped up all that much more. Definitely excited for that game. Just playing it with my buds, you know, Mooch, maybe Fox jump on there.
Oh, I'm a bud. Nice.
You can hop up. You can hop on there. It's gonna be a good time. We'll be pirates and go plunder some treasure.
I love how I'm just an afterthought.
I mentioned you and Fox specifically, didn't I?
After, like afterthought.
Yeah, he didn't even mention Mike. At least it's something.
Hey, no, he like paused and then he's like, "Oh Mike, wait, yeah, I said everyone else. I better quickly say SheWulf."
Yeah, me first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's why I'm Team Mooch. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Now. Yes. Hey, hold on. Chalking that one up. That's a Mooch victory. Sorry about that crap.
That's also an afterthought. But anyway, what happened?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
I'm throwing away my Crapaholic Vanguard.
Mike didn't even get announced. Like, he didn't even say Mike's name. What about you, Fox? What are you most anticipated for 2018?
Oh, man. That's a lot of great games coming out. But since you did point out Xbox mostly, it does make it easier. Crackdown 3. For show. I think that's gonna be like my best action game of next year. So I can't wait. I can't wait for the destruction, for the multiplayer, and every like building's falling down, and it's all craziness. And I can't wait for like to see what's going on in the story. And I really like the comic book style, like everything is neon and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
Well, if it doesn't get delayed, then definitely Red Dead Redemption 2. But it's very, very closely followed by State of Decay 2. I cannot wait for State of Decay 2. I can't tell you how much game to come out.
It's another one, yeah.
That is true. What about you, Mooch?
Well, I think Mike kind of nailed it. I would say that my answer is ultimately going to be Crackdown 3, because I think what they're going to do with the multiplayer, it has a chance of changing the way we play multiplayer games, you know, traditional multiplayer games. I think PUBG did that this year with, you know, showing and instituting Battle Royale. Battle Royale is great, but Battle Royale come this time next year is going to be like Team Deathmatch. It's going to be in every game. Right. So, you know, that's something that we're going to enjoy, and I hope that PUBG and Microsoft build that together and keep making new modes that are creative and making the game better and better, because PUBG, with it being the first, it does hold the king title right now. That being said, I would say that probably my second one would be State of Decay 2. Has a really, really warm spot in my heart, because I love the idea of rationing and collecting things, and really just like a backpack, you and 3 buddies hitting the road. and zombies. I mean, I hate to sound so generic, it's so cookie cutter, but like I'm a Walking Dead fan. Anything in the world that has, that's why I like Resident Evil. I mean, anything like that, Evil Within 2, anything that has zombies in it, I'm definitely gonna. It's already like at the top of the food chain for me. So I'm like, it's something I have to play. So I would say that's my number 2, but definitely Crackdown 3 gets my most anticipated.
Nice. Mine is Anthem. As long as they don't disappoint me,
nice.
I am actually kind of worried that it's not going to be what I think it is.
Me too.
And I'm like, I'm really, really, really excited, but then I'm like, it's going to turn out to not be the game that I actually wanted.
Right.
Like, kind of what they did to me with Titanfall 2.
Yuck.
So I'm like,
that was rough.
It was.
Ugh.
So I'm kind of like holding my breath. But State of Decay 2 is definitely my second because, again, yeah, I completely agree. Running around with friends killing zombies is like, I love State of Decay 1, but it was just kind of boring with myself. It would have been better with friends. Because it's still such a big open world. When something like that you'd want to experience with friends, because then you can just kind of like kick them and let them die while you try to get away from the zombies.
Wow, I'm not playing that with you.
Kidding.
Yeah,
Kidding.
Already invite declined.
It'd be funny
exactly.
though. It would be funny though. But I'm kidding.
But yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Co-op action is going to be really way better.
If you beat my kneecap in with a baseball bat and run away from me in State of Decay 2, that's the end. That's it.
Oh,
that's the end of the friendship.
Okay. That's all right. I thought it'd be funny though. It would be.
Yes.
Everybody loves, well, not everybody loves The Walking Dead, but most people love The Walking Dead. I do definitely think that it's kind of a really neat idea. But, so what I wanted to do is, does everybody have their 2017 Xbox records up? By any chance?
Oh, no, hold on.
By any chance? I did, but I lost my page. So, I don't think I have it up anymore.
I'll have it up in a second.
So, okay.
I know what my most played game was off the top of my head.
Yeah, Gears. I'm assuming.
You know, actually,
of course.
When I saw this earlier in the week, my most played game really surprised me. I was not expecting that.
What?
Yeah, they didn't count like all the way through like January through January. Obviously,
no, they went to so the end time was October 31st.
Right. So my most played game for the year was Mass Effect 2.
Wow.
Oh.
Here, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Crap, so you can quickly pull yours up.
I'm looking for the. Do you guys have the?
Yeah, I just sent you the link.
Okay.
But you just have to click on it and sign in, and it'll pull up all of your records. So you want to hear something funny? My most played game, I have like. The first one is Destiny 2, apparently, because obviously when the game released, it was like kind of nonstop. But my second game, guess what my second game is?
Let me see.
If you had to guess, what do you think it would be?
Fortnite.
No, it's actually Alice Madness Returns.
See?
Awesome!
I was like, did I seriously play
game,
that
right?
so much?
That is so cool.
I was like,
all right, I got mine now.
Woo. What is it? What is it?
What was your most played game?
My most played game was Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's
right.
And then
representing.
And then honestly, Mafia 3, then Watch Dogs 2, then Gears of War 4, then South Park Fractured Butthole.
Nice.
Oh, what? Only one in there with multiplayer action.
I'm
surprised
that
weird,
I don't.
Right?
Mine doesn't have South Park on it at all, and I played a lot of that game.
Yeah,
I streamed it like 4 or 5 times in a row.
I know, and that's like 4 hours a piece is my streams. So
yeah, usually since I'm more of a multiplayer game that have so many story-based games, that's a little odd for me. So but still, I mean, good games all around. I mean, I only play a game if I consider them to be good that long anyway for Mass Effect.
True. What about you, Mooch? What was your most played game?
So my most played game, everyone, big shocker.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2, and then
I am shooketh.
My second though, this might catch everyone by, was Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
And then I don't have my list up, and I don't like how they do that. Like you have to click someone else's link and then sign in, and then you can get yours. It's like, why don't you send me in like the mail?
They did send
them in emails.
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one either.
Well, make sure that it's your Microsoft email that you looked at.
It is.
Yeah, I thought mine was, but anyways, but I do remember I did look at it because I clicked on like Major Nelson sent the link out, so I did look at it. I don't remember all 5.
It would say Mooch, we salute you. That's the email.
It did. Yeah, no, I didn't get it. But anyways, that's okay. But I remember the top 3 I believe was Destiny 2, Gears of War 4, and then Prey. I played a lot of Prey earlier this year.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I was trying to figure out is it says player type. So what did you guys get for your what did you guys get named as player type?
I got Ace.
Crap! Send the link in the DM, then at least I could.
I'll send you.
Thank you.
Here, I'll put it in the Hangout
because I can't see that.
No.
Yeah, I was an Ace too. Woo! Most played genre by hour, 360 hours action adventure.
I got 247 in the action adventure. That was my.
So is that? I can't see what it go because I was like, what is yours, Fox?
Deadeye?
That's what I got too.
I don't know.
I got Deadeye.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means.
Deadeye.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's because I have 325 hours in shooters.
So shooter is your top genre?
Yeah. I have 405.
I had 700 hours of gameplay altogether, so that's a good amount.
I have overall. Let's see.
I've got about.
Wait for it to load.
It's like if I were to round it, it's about like 600, 650 somewhere around there.
Mine's 732 hours total.
Yeah, mine's 700, so not bad. I mean, that's a lot of hours, you know.
So wait, where is it that it had this name? Now mine's up there, but.
It's at the very top.
At the top, it'll say.
Mine says Deadeye.
Yeah, so your shooters as well. Your main shooter player.
Yeah. Where's the other thing at?
Shooter.
Down at the bottom. It says total hours played. Mine says 732 hours out of 800.
Wait,
and my rank.
Where does it say that?
My rank is like top 2%.
Oh, total hours played. Okay, I'm at 450 hours.
What did you guys get in your rank versus your region?
For what, gamer score or achievements? Or...
Honestly, I have no idea. It just says you in the community.
It just says your rank versus your region, top 1% for me.
See, now it says my rank versus my region. I've got top 2% in gamer score, top 3% in achievements, and top 15% in hours played.
Yeah, see, I'm 1% in gamer score, 1% in achievements. Top 10% in hours played.
Yeah, I have top 2%, and top 10%.
I actually like that they do this every year.
Top 18.
You know, it's just one of those cool things. You know, like I look forward to this every year. I do wish that they would track them a little bit longer because it seems like they cut them off a little bit early.
They do. The end time is October 31st is when they cut it off.
I got
earlier.
Yeah, my best month was like November. I had like 2,000 gamer score or something. Yeah. So I would have had almost 15,000.
Well, it'll go towards next year, so.
Yeah.
No, actually, it goes.
It started in January.
Yeah, right. It says January 1st, 2017 to October 31st, 2017. So November and December don't count at all.
Which is like the best
months.
That is.
Now,
that is
correct
like...
me if I'm wrong, but last year, didn't we get this like year in review? Didn't it go further into November? I don't remember it ending on 10/31.
I don't think so, but that's what the date is at the top. It says it.
Right.
It says 101/17, 10/30, 10/31/17.
This year they cut it off at 10/31. If they'd cut it off on like towards the end of November, I guarantee you that Assassin's Creed Origins would have been my #1 game played.
Mine would have been Call of Duty.
Because I've put in so many hours into that game, I was surprised I didn't see it anywhere on my list at all.
Yeah.
Mine still would have been Gears, regardless.
Hey, what's
I have 787 hours.
Nice.
Do you see on the left-hand side where it has your like total achievements? It has the number of achievements that you earned, and then below that it says the highest achievement in your most played game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does everybody have there?
I have the Life Exotic by Destiny 2.
That's what I have.
That's what I have as well. Yeah, Life Exotic.
What? I don't have that. I have Gears. A Gears achievement.
My highest achievement in most played game is Mission Accomplished, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, see, it's just I wish they would have went till at least the end of November, because them taking only till December, the only major game that came out in that time frame was Destiny 2.
How many achievements did you get overall, though?
I got 264.
I got 547.
327.
All the Telltale games, crappy.
Hell
Wait,
yeah!
What was it you guys were talking about? The what?
Your
Total
achievements.
Oh, I got
the number.
Like for the year.
That's
Yeah.
what it says. Yeah,
Mine's,
it says.
5,000.
No,
not
Oh,
gamer
no,
score.
the bottom.
The number of achievement. It's right underneath your top 5. It'll be a number there.
I see.
Yeah,
To the
mine
left of
is
your,
356.
Yeah, it's like
547 people. Woo!
See, your gamer score is your top one, which I have like 6,532 was my gamer score.
Oh, there it is. It's on the
But-
left-hand side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's underneath
Yeah.
most
Alright.
games played. Mine
I
was
got
327.
Mine's
I
207.
got 6,152.
No, you did what I just did.
Yeah, Mike,
The
you
total
have to look
achievements
under.
number. It's on the left-hand side under games played.
It's in the.
I thought he
Yeah.
said 300 and something.
It's like
No, I
it's
got
a gear
264.
moving.
260.
Oh,
I
two
got-
something.
Yeah,
I got
207.
264 achievements for 6,152 points.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I had almost 13,000 gamer score this year, so that's
Nice.
pretty good. Yeah.
Nice stuff.
After you.
It is
Considering
interesting.
I don't game.
Yeah, it's definitely
Team
interesting
Hulu
to
and all that
see
stuff.
Yeah.
them do that, like do this kind of stuff that they kind of keep you up to date. I just wish they would actually go like, even if they like, because they don't release it to you until like December, they should at least go till the end of November, like December 1st.
Yep,
is when
agreed.
they should hold it to.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
It's
at
not
least
like any
go-
games really release in December anyway, so.
But getting the November releases in there, I mean, that's like, those are all the big holiday games. We've all been playing a ton of them.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see those in there.
That is true. All right, guys, so you know what time it is. We are officially going to jump to...
When you're short on funds, but you wanna have fun, trying to find the price of things you just right. Hey man, that's a steal. Listen up, it's Foxy Deals.
Oh wow, the song is long. Okay,
Take it away.
so I'm gonna cut this. Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I was in the middle of saying something. So yes, this is Foxy Deals. I have the greatest deals around, and if you don't hear it on here, then obviously you can see it on my Twitter. So let's get started with the deals with gold that stood out to me, and that is Transformers Devastation is $10. Injustice 2, they have 3 SKUs of that, and we talked about it today. Is Mooch's favorite fighting game, obviously. So that's 25, 35, and 45. Those are all on sale right now. Then we have some indie games that me and SheWulf really enjoyed. Zombie Vikings is $8.39, and then Hue is $3. Definitely a must buy. Over there on the PlayStation side, they have a lot of AAA games on sale, actually. So you should check that out if you really want to beef up your PlayStation games. And they have BioShock is $19.79. That's the BioShock collection, by the way. And then they have Sims 4, $35. They have Need for Speed, the latest one, is $30. And then they have Kingdom Hearts, both the 1.5 and the 2.5 remix editions, and that's $25 on sale. And then some online deals that I have for you guys that I found. We have Batman: The Enemy Within, which is the season 2, right, of the Telltale game. That is $20 for Xbox and PlayStation on Amazon.
Did you say Fat Man? Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue.
I mean, if like, okay. Anyway, that just threw me off. Okay. Something else that I found for you guys, some hard drives. So if you like Seagate or if you like Western Digital, they have the 8 terabyte hard drives on sale. So the Seagate one is on sale on Amazon for $150, and then the Western Digital one is on sale for $150 as well. And those are for the 8 terabytes, if you guys are interested in that. And then we have an LG 55-inch 4K HDR LED LCD UHD, oh my god, TV for $600 on eBay right now. And then games that you get for PC if you're interested. So if you want Layers of Fear, that is free with Humble at the Humble store. Oh my god, I can't even talk. The Humble store. There you go. So that's free, and that's Layers of Fear. Then we have Oxenfree is on sale at GOG.com, and then Assassin's Creed Black Flag is free for Uplay, and that's the PC games right there. Games I have. If you guys want to know any more, check out my Twitter, and if you have any deals that you want to share with me, hit me up on there. Back to you, SheWulf.
Awesome. Alright guys, so it's almost 9 o'clock, and usually the outros when we have these two amazing gamers with us tend to take longer than most normal outros. So where can we find all of you awesome guys? We'll start off with Mooch.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on the show. It's been fun being on Console Corner, especially on this episode, because it was great to go over the Game Awards and everything like that and hear everybody's take on this past year. But you can find me on Crossfire Fridays, 7 p.m., and then MNC Mornings on Sunday at 11 a.m.
That was much shorter than I thought it was going to be.
I tried to keep it short for you guys.
We've got Xbox Nation tomorrow night. Woo!
And Xbox Nation. Woohoo!
Woo!
We do. All right, Crap, take it away then.
Hey, we got Xbox Nation tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. Me and Mooch will be there. Who the hell knows who else?
And Noof Nuka!
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Noof Nuka.
I'm here, Noof!
Hey, Noof!
So Noof Nuka will be there, and maybe Hellhammer, probably, hopefully Dealer, who knows. But it's going to be fun. I can promise you that. There could be some medication involved, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And then we have MNC Morning Sunday on Mooch's channel. Hopefully some people come out and check that out. Of course, I got
the
videos.
Christmas Eve edition, Crap.
Yeah, the Christmas Eve, and there could be, we could be debuting a new Christmas bit.
Christmas bit would be great.
We'll see how that goes, because it would be hilarious. You know, I'm trying to like work on it myself too, but it's like one-armed and it's a big pain in the ass. So
you can do it.
It was a one-armed fan.
I know it sucks, but yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. And make sure you guys, you know, if you want to follow me on Twitter at @the_crapgamer, all that good stuff. Put your picket fences down and the picket lines and all that crap.
Hey now.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. Let's all have some fun.
Definitely. We were definitely honored by having you guys join us today. Like I said, guys, GKB is working, so sadly he wasn't able to join us for today's show. But we were honored to have you two join us, as, of course, like I said, might as well go with a big bang for the year end, because, guys, this is the last console corner for the year. So why not make it the best? Why not make it the best? So thank you both of you guys for joining us. We always enjoy having you guys around, hanging out, and again, just having you guys back on Console Corner was always amazing. So
for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
It's a good time.
What about you, Fox? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, my YouTube channel, and all that good stuff, and it's linked below if you guys didn't know. So yeah, on Twitter you can chat with me and whatnot. I'll share Foxy deals on there as well. And then on my YouTube channel I do videos once a so whenever I have the chance, because family and holidays and stuff is kind of crazy. It's really fun having Crappy on here when he's medicated. Hilarious. And I love arguing with Mooch. Love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you to everybody in the chat and everybody who listens later on. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. What about you, Mike?
Hey, everybody can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @MagicMike83. And you can also find me here on the Console Corner when we return in the new year. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So there we go.
True. Maybe a new show coming up. Never know. A little bit of hint. Spoilers.
Never know.
Maybe. Never know. But it ain't gonna be gaming, people. I bet you're wondering what it could be. I bet you're wondering.
What could it be? There's
what
so much out there.
Be?
The suspense is killing everyone.
I know, right? Well, you're gonna have to wait, because it might happen.
Oh my God.
It might not happen. So
wow.
Now
Okay.
you might just be completely sitting there wondering what's going on. And of course, I was your host of tonight's episode of the 90th episode of the Console Corner. You can find me on, actually I mostly hang out on Mixer.com at xSHEWULFx with you. I stream Monday to Fridays. You can also find me on the Xbox dashboard. usually about twice a week, hanging out, having some fun with all you guys as well. So make sure you guys come, hang out, have some fun. Find me on Twitter, keep up to date, and my Discord, all that kind of fun stuff. So all the information will be in the description below for everybody who is looking for all these great gamers. I do have to add Craps because I didn't know if he was going to be here tonight or not, but it will be added.
And happy holidays to all you special, awesome people.
Definitely.
Yes, have a good one.
It is an absolutely happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Be safe, guys. Have a really safe holiday because, hey, nobody wants anything bad to happen. And again, big shout out to the winner of the Xbox One S, Tomas. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy your Xbox because, hey, who doesn't like a free Xbox?
Woo!
Really? Really?
I know Mooch does.
Love them.
Love them. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show, and we're out.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.